Good morning, this is Robin Bieber on the Products Spread Talk on the 8th of May at 8:50 in the morning London time. And the chart in front of us is June, July heat, and it's looking toppy, a bit like the rest of the structure actually. And here's the key, the minus 429 correction point and the minus 419 34-day moving average. It hasn't liked being up near these 34-day moving average recently, but it has held pretty well on the way up. And so initial support is at minus 450 the 5-day, then minus 479 the 8-day. It's okay whilst above the 5 and 8s, but it needs to move and close over the 34-day at minus 419 to have further upside. This stochastic is getting a bit high, and so I suspect that this particular instrument might dip a little bit. And on the June deck, fine, but it needs to get over the 34-day at minus 1983 to have it looking for a move up to about the minus 1800 recent high. It's okay whilst above the 5-day at minus 2039 and the 8-day at minus 2097. These two are good supports and it's holding, but it's definitely beginning to feel a bit heavy up here. But a move over the 34-day at 1983 would reinvigorate it and suggest higher numbers. The deck, red deck, struggling at the minus 1474 level here, this line there, and needs to move and close over here 1474 to have some upside to around 1400, which is where it's struggling. No serious upside unless it was to take out the 55-day at minus 1336, and this area up here between 1400 and 1336 could be troublesome for it. The 5-day is holding well at minus 1510, and there's no a move below 1510 would suggest downside to 1592, but only a move and close below the 8-day at 1592 would suggest that this move over is struggling and we're going lower. Now, the RBOB structure, it's made its way up to the target at minus 68 and closed above there. However, it's moved back below minus 68 and looks like it could easily test the minus 107 level. If it has another close over minus 68, I suspect it'll make for this gap here at plus 59. And this is an important level. So the 68 is the pivot over here, and it should head higher. Below here, and we're only just below it at minus 72, and it may well test the 107 level, minus 107 level, the 5-day. Only a move below minus 107 would suggest more weakness, certainly down to the 8-day at minus 155 and potentially lower. Worryingly, the stochastic is, although positive, is very high, and that should make one just a little bit wary. The June deck hit its target to 801 and has pulled away. It's got good support at 478, and that needs to hold for continued upside. The 5-day gap was too wide yesterday, so I'm not surprised to see it pull back a bit, but no targets higher unless we were to close over 801. Stochastic a bit high and worrying. The deck, red deck, is in good shape. It should make its way higher to this gap fill here, which comes in around minus 215. It should make its way to there, and in order to do that, it has to stay over the 5-day moving average at minus 528. That's critical. Still got a high stochastic, but it could shrug that off if it gets a real it gets further strength. I mean, this gap fill is beckoning it, but it must stay over the 5-day moving average. And moving on to gas oil structure, the May-June, which we won't look at after today, is fine. It's holding the 5-day at 1875. As long as it stays above the 5-day, it's okay. It might dip back to 1950, the 8-day, but it's in reasonable shape, but does not like the area of the 34-day around minus 1550. The June deck needs to get over minus 5050 to have another poke higher towards the minus 41 area, the 55-day, but it struggles when it gets up to 45, so be careful there. It's okay whilst above the 5 and 8s at 52.75 and minus 54 area. So it's in reasonable shape and still staying above the 5 and 8s. And the deck, red deck, again, another contract or spread that's in reasonable shape. It's above the 5 and 8s. Whilst it holds above the 21-day at minus 45.50, it should make its way back up to minus 42.50. Doesn't seem to have much punch beyond 42.50 at the moment. It must not close below the 5-day at around minus 47 level. That's all for today, folks. Good luck, good trading, and bon appetit.